second take. Hi people. So, haven't done one of these in a while, mainly because I've just been lazy. But this Zenith VCR needs a head clean. It doesn't track very well. The best you can get it on the videotape I was using is little to no fuzz on the bottom, but like up to here with fuzz on the top. And you could get it more balanced, but like it just wasn't very good. So I think it needs a bit of a head cleaning. And the tracking was set in kind of an unusual position as well. So hopefully I don't find anything particularly wrong in there. So yeah, I will demonstrate what the problem is with this camera here. So yeah, I will go switch to that one. Let me get that turned on. There you go. So now you can see the output from the camcorder looking at the VCR. I will now put that over to the TV here. I'll loosen my tripod a bit. Okay, and now I will show you what the problem is with this tape. So get the TV to warm up, power up the VCR. There. It's a super nice VCR, this thing. Love this thing so much. Okay. And then you can see the tracking is just terrible. I will try to get it a bit better here. And it's not really happening on this tape, but the tape I was using was SLP. There was a lot of static on the top and a little bit on the bottom. It's kind of like this with the SLP tape. I might go get it. Yeah, so it's working good with SP, so that might be a larger problem then. I think the signal still looks kind of dirty. I think it might benefit from a head cleaning anyway. So I will eject this tape and go grab the tape I was using to try to demonstrate this better. Okay. I was using this other videotape with some music on it, so I'll show that one. Plays automatically, this one, because it doesn't have a piece of tape over it. And you can see, there we go, that's about what was happening. And I can't quite get it adjusted down right, because when I get it adjusted to there, then it's having problems with the bottom. And if I get adjusted to there, it's having problems on the top. That's about the best I can get it. So I think it needs a head cleaning. And audio sounds mostly fine. It sounds like VHS audio. So yeah, we will be working on that. Yeah, this is an extremely nice, high quality picture VCR and a very nice high quality just tape loading experience with the VCR. So I will now go back to the main camera here. And yeah, so first tape was SP, the other tape was SLP, and the SLP tape had problems. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm just going to open this thing up, clean it up, and hopefully get it good. Basically, I just want to clean the heads. That's all I want to do. So yeah, I'm going to go unplug it from the TV and from the wall, and then we'll get to opening this bad boy up. But yeah, super nice VCR here. It is, let's see, that one. Okay, but yeah, it is super. It handles your tapes with care. Okay, so it's heavy and large though. So there is that. Let's see, screws on the sides, one on the back. Let me grab a screwdriver here. I I would just reach over like I usually would, but there's a camera in the way. So, grab my cleaning supplies and my Phillips head screwdriver and start undoing this thing. Just undoing the screws here. I can show that here. Bam. I'll move that. Bam. It's kind of hard to see there, but just undoing these screws on the side here till they come out. Cats are hissing and growling at each other. Who is that? What is with that? So yeah, I'll just put the screwdriver there. Get the other one over here. Sorry the clock isn't set on the camcorder. I haven't used the camcorder in a while, and the clock decided to reset itself, and I don't feel like setting it right now. It's 3 in the morning, so yeah. Okay, and then get these. Here's a sticker here that says "Caution: Risk of electric shock. Do not open." I'm just going to forego that warning altogether and open it. No, that one. There we go. And then with all this undone, the top should come off, and is actually looking like it's coming off right now. Come on. I can just lift it. Yeah. Okay, bam, we got the top off, revealing the beautiful internals of this VCR. Top in here, super clean. I believe those are just like fingerprints from me touching it, yeah. So super clean in here, really nice, not dusty. So they put over here. The outside of it is a bit scuffed up from use, but that's me. I use this thing a lot. So yeah, as we can see, the this thing does use an idler tire, which is interesting, but the idler tire is in perfect condition. So yeah, let me see if I can get better video of that here. I'll try with this camera, but I'm not sure if it'll come out all that great. Let's see, it's under that one. Okay. So I will try to show that. Oh yeah, there we go. We can see it. So yeah, this VCR uses an idler tire. But the rubber is in perfect condition. Let's see, if I touch the outside, there's a little bit of residue, but other than that, it's perfect. VCR runs fine anyway. Yeah, in there you can see the video head. That's what I'm going to clean. But first we need to remove this main board up here. Actually a fairly modular VCR, especially for the time. This thing is from very early 1987. You can see the 121 there. That's what was the January 21st, 1987. Other parts in here say 87. So yeah, basically you got your power supply. Ooh, that's nice and warm from being plugged in for a while. Oh, the door comes down very easily. But yeah, you basically got your power supply and your board, and then a little tuner section down here, and then the VCR mech, and that's it. It's really simple. And you got the front panel board here. You can see wires going to it. Here, see that. For the door, there's another one for controls here. So yeah, overall, fairly modular VCR for the time. I'm gonna turn my main camera back on. Pretty awesome thing. So yeah, basically a power supply, main board, set mech. That's it. Whole VCR. Bam, right there. That's pretty cool in my opinion, especially for how old this thing is. This thing probably hails from mid 1986 or earlier. I mean, the design does. So pretty modular for the time. So yeah, I will turn that camera back on and zoom in a bit to show me working on getting this board up. Let me see. Just screw there. It's not focusing very well. The autofocus is having a field day. Let's see. This screwdriver is too big for that, and then my hand blocks the entire shot. I might want to move the camera a bit, but first I'm going to find a smaller screwdriver. Yeah, actually, I did find my small screwdriver recently, so if only this thing would freaking focus. Let's see, I'm gonna zoom that out. There we go. So yeah, get that right there. Unscrew the screw. Use two hands and block the camera completely. And that screw is out. And then there's another one. Creaking plastic noises. There's another one right here on the board. And I'll take that out, and from what I remember, the entire board like hinges up and can like snaps in back here at the back of the board, so you can have easy servicing for things like cleaning the video heads. So yeah, let's see if I can get some video of me attempting to do that. So got that up. There is a clip here that I forgot about, so I'll have to unclip that. Let me get some needle nose pliers quick, and clip that, and then we will hinge the board up. Really nice construction in here. It feels like it would be very easy to service, although I've been told that these JVC made VCRs are not easy to service. They are the opposite of easy to service, so I don't know. This thing only has one belt in it though, so I don't know how true that is. But this is, I believe, the only JVC made VCR I own, so I don't know. But yeah, bam. High quality. That just flips up, and then bam. You have access to all the things you need down here. And bam. 12th December 1986 on this motor. I will get that zoomed in once I get this board stopping falling forward. But you can see big old JVC logo on the chips here. So yeah, bam. Yeah, super cool VCR in here. I'll get that zoomed in. Be on the board there. And big old JVC logo on the chips. And then bam, down in here you got your video head drum and other things like that. And then I'll go zoom in on the motor there. Trying to get it to show the date on the sticker there. There, that might show it. You can kind of see the 12th of December 86 on there, although it kind of looks like 84 on the camera, but I assure you it's 86. So yeah. So now we have the task of cleaning the video head. Now my preferred way to clean the cat alert. We have the Oreo cat. Beware. Oh my goodness, we have the Oreo cat. So yeah, she's curious. She's figuring out what's going on here, and she can go back to wherever she came from, like the Oreo cat does. So yeah, we'll get back to filming the VCR now. Okay, Oreo, I need you down from this table. I don't want you messing anything up, okay? You can't eat my tools, cat. You're a very floofer. I'll put you over here. There. Please don't climb on the table while I'm using it. Okay. So yeah, we need to clean this video head here. I'm touching the top of it, which shouldn't matter. I will also clean that. But yeah, so we need to clean that. My preferred way of cleaning video heads is, here, let me try to get better video of this. My preferred way of cleaning video heads like this is to get it spun up like it's playing a tape. But I don't want to ruin a tape by dumping isopropyl alcohol all over it, not even my test tape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this bar, I think, first and foremost, and then I'm going to figure out how to trick the VCR into thinking there's a tape in. Then it will spin the head up, and that's the perfect time to clean it. So yeah. And while I have it open, I'll clean other things like the audio tracking heads down in there, and the pinch roller, and other things like that. So yeah, bam. But yeah, super nice construction in here. You can see the whole, like, really quality gearing and stuff. It's real nice VCR, real nice. So yeah, we will get to work on this. Let me get that put back up. Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna work on unscrewing this bar here so I have easier access to the mechanism. Oh, hasn't been unscrewed before, I don't think, or if someone has unscrewed it, they did a real good job in putting those screws back. Okay, just put those off to the side. Get the other one. Oh wow, this thing is stuck in. A lot of the screws in this VCR are. I might not be able to get this off just due to lack of being able to unscrew the screw. What I'm doing now, let me get that shown. What I'm trying to do now is I'm get some needle nose pliers, hook them around my screwdriver, push down, and then turn. Finally! Who was that in there? Quite the pop when it finally came out. You heard that cracking, I hope. Okay. That was all I wanted, was to get this bar out so I have better access to the tape mech, because now you can see this bar is no longer here. I can put my entire hand on it. I can reach down in there and do whatever servicing I need to do. All the rubber in this is actually in really good shape now. So yeah. Also, a ribbon cable here. That's fun. I didn't notice that until now. Hi Oreo, you're very cute. So yeah. Basically, how you trick a VCR into thinking there's a tape in it, you cover the tape sensor, and then, I think that's it. I'm forgetting all the details right now. It's really early in the morning, sorry. So I guess we'll do that. So basically, where's my electrical tape? There it is. Get some electrical tape. Get a little piece off. If I can get any off, sheesh. What you want to do is you want to get a little piece of it off, and this will not impede the VCR's function after this procedure. And you just put it on this little stick in the middle here, right here. This little stick right there. Right here. You put it on there, like so, and then, see, right there. This is hard to do. Oh, Oreo, you're trying to get into cabinets. But yeah, so you cover that, so that's the end of tape sensor, so now it won't stop. And there are typically switches somewhere in the cassette door loading mechanism. Somewhere in here there's switches that the cassette pushes when it goes in, so that the VCR knows that you're trying to put a tape in and responds accordingly. So, bam. I don't know where the switches are in this thing, because I just pushed it all the way down manually, but... And, man, that turns really good, actually. Oh, and I just found another belt in this thing right here with the loading assembly. Huh. But yeah, bam. That loads and unloads really easily. So, yeah. Kind of wonder... Okay, the cassette does push on something to get that to go in. So I'm pulling it and it's not. So zoom out a bit, and I'm going to just look in the door and see what cassette would ride on in here. I'll try to show that. Just turn that off. Yeah, what you want to do is you want to come in here, get the cassette door, and then open it and look for any bits that the cassette might push on, mainly on the sides, to initiate stuff. And I don't even need to have the VCR plugged in, at least for this particular job, or for this particular VCR. As you saw, I just shove the tape in and it just goes in. Real easy. So, put that carriage back properly. Oh no! Huh. Let's see, oh, it does have to push something there to go down, but other than that... Yeah, and it... It's even at the point... Oreo, no! It's even at the point where it's holding the door open for me. I'm gonna go make sure Oreo is climbing in the cabinet. Oreo, you silly cat, you're not allowed in there. I'm very sorry, but you're not allowed in there. You're a very cute kitten. Okay. So, yeah, it shows my hand really well. So yeah, I just need to find where the tape hits in here to let it go down. I think I found it. There's these two clips that I think get pushed forward. Yep. These two clips at the front here get pushed forward, and then it lets down. And this VCR has an interesting mechanism where once the tape is in, you're not able to open the tape door anymore. So like I try to put a tape in, and it's stuck. So that's an interesting failure mode. I wonder if like someone accidentally got this stuck down with or without a tape in it. It wouldn't eject due to this belt being bad or whatever, and you're not even able to figure out what's wrong without taking it apart because the tape door is stuck. So yeah, that's interesting failure mode, I guess. So yeah, I am just about ready to get this going. First I'm going to figure out how to get this tape mech back out, though. I think I just pull those same tabs. Yeah, you just pull those same tabs, and then bam. So, awesome. Let me get a close-up of the tabs there. So, this mechanism right here, it's not focusing though, but I will put a screwdriver on it. Those tabs. There's this one, and there's, let's see, try to get camera pointed at it, and there's this one right here. You push both those forward, and then the VCR door will go in properly. So yeah. So now I will get this thing plugged in, and then we will attempt to fool it into thinking there is a tape in when we're playing. So let me plug the thing in and get it going. see. Yep, I got it plugged in. Now there's high voltage over here in the power supply to run the VFD. I'm going to quickly make the display not flashing, and then we are going to power it up. And then I'm going to try to fool it to thinking there's a tape inside by manually doing this. I press play, and you can see it's loaded the tape and the video head is spinning. I'll show you what it looks like when it's not spinning. But yeah, it thinks there's a tape in. So yeah, once it slows down, you can see that it's definitely spinning, and that's what it looks like when stopped. So yeah, bam. So I have successfully fooled it into thinking there's a tape in by just putting the door down and putting the tape here. Now, when I press play, it just plays. When otherwise it would just do nothing. Now, I don't know if it'll stop after a bit, realizing the tape's not moving properly, but yeah, I don't know. That's plenty of time for me to clean the head, though. I've cleaned the head with less time before. So, awesome. Awesome. So yeah, on other VCRs it's a tad more complicated if it'll stop going after a while, or you have to fool it into thinking it's going by turning this, and other things like that. But this VCR is very simple. You just put the tape, put the thing down, and then bam, you have access to your spinning head. Because otherwise you just have to spin it manually, leaving potential fingerprints on the outside here if you like missed and did it on the edge there. So yeah. Oh, and I think I see our problem here. Ooh. Let me see if I can get a close-up of that. I think I found our video problem. You see that line that's moving with the head there? That's not supposed to be there. I think I should probably clean that up. Otherwise, it's a very clean head. So yeah, I will just... Come on, turn back on. There we go. So yeah, I will just go and get a Q-tip with some isopropyl alcohol on it. Mine is 91%, but that's a lie. Just like store brand stuff. Because it's a lie because this stuff has expired. It won't focus on that. Let's unzoom. But yeah, it expired 4/24. You can kind of see that there. So not actually 91%, but close-ish. And I don't really care about the percent. I just care that it's isopropyl alcohol at all. So yeah. Bam. Get my Q-tip nice and wet. I don't know if you can really see the wetness on there. So yeah, I'm just going to press play. Curious about the tape counter. Whoa, the tape counter is going super quickly. Yeah. Without strain on the mechanism, the tape counter is going really quick. I might film that. But yeah, basically we're just going to get our Q-tip and put it on the spinning video head, and yeah, actually that's pretty dirty so far. So yeah, I think it probably just is that the tape head is dirty. Now you don't want to accidentally potentially damage the tape head while cleaning it. You have to be very careful. These are very delicate devices, and you want to get it to the point where not much, if any, dirt is coming off. Like that. Barely any came off on there. And bam, there we go. So bam, I will stop that, and I'll show you that, yeah, it was pretty decently dirty, actually. So let's power back up the TV. I am going to power this off and quickly bring this back up here. Come on. Who is it? It's not wanted to. Fine. Eject. Bam. Eject it for me. Okay. Yeah, and now it's good. So I will quickly remove my tape here. Bam. And now your VCR is perfectly back to normal. I am going to quickly put the composite connections back in, put the camera at the point the camera at the TV, and then we'll see if we get a better picture with the tapes. So connect composite video out here to the back. Just a mono VCR this, although I'm using a stereo television. So we'll zoom out here with the camera, and I will go point it at the TV. Perfect. Now I will turn it on. Bam, still getting a video signal on it, everything. Now to make sure it's still good, I'm just going to put in my test tape here. Press play. Very quiet VCR this, but also very loud. Okay, it's just the tracking. Much better, much better. That's a much better image than we were getting before, yeah. So the video head was fairly dirty. Let me eject that, and we will try our other tape. Awesome. Then I will get our tape we were actually having trouble with, and I will put that in. It will start playing automatically because it doesn't have a tape in front of the right protect. And would you look at that? Just about perfect tracking. I just adjust that a tad better. Oh no. No, it was good for a bit. No. Oh well. Weird thing is, if I'm not touching the tracking knob, the tracking is better. If I put my hand near it, the tracking gets worse. Let's see, can I find a better sweet spot? Well, it does seem to have improved a bit. Let's see, can I get that down a bit? There we go. If my hand is away from it, we get fairly decent-ish tracking, except for when we don't. So, that's fun. There we go, we're getting decent-ish there. So I guess this VCR just doesn't really like SLP all that much, or maybe it's just my tape's a bit worn out. But anyway, it's better than it was, at least by just a little bit. But hey, at least I was able to get plenty of dirt off the tape head there. So yeah, here I will quickly go clean off the top of it where I was putting my fingers and stuff. Quickly clean off the top, which is very shiny. Ooh. Oh my. Got it. Don't do that with the tape in. It just ate the tape. Got it. Oh my. What even happened in here? Okay, so we have a problem. Got it. That's why I don't do it with a tape in. Look what the VCR just had for dinner. If it's not obvious, I'll put my Q-tip here. Let's see, I'll get a dry one so I can actually touch the tape. So right there, that's our tape, and it's weirdly wrapped around the head and stuff. And now the VCR is confused. So I'm just going to trying to rewind it could make it worse. Let's see. It seems to be wrapped around the video head multiple times. Oh no, I see what's happened. It's getting stuck to the video head from the isopropyl alcohol. Okay. So I think it could remedy itself, potentially. I'm just gonna try pressing play. Oh, no, 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 stop, 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 stop. Okay, will I be able to rewind it all? Oh, perfect. Rewinding fixed our problem. I will fast forward past the damaged section here. You can hear the damaged section. A little bit. Should be well and truly past it now. Okay. Eject so I can make sure. And yep, we are past the damaged section of the tape. This is why you always work on VCRs with a test tape. Oh, dang it! This wasn't my test tape. Oh man, I just ate a good tape. Oh well. That's why you always work on VCRs with a known test tape that's already been damaged or something. Or even if it isn't damaged. Wait, one that you don't care about but you know works. Okay, so got it. I see there is still a bit of residue on the video head, so I think I will put my tape back in place after working on cleaning this a bit more. So I'll power that off, turn off the TV here, and then just work on cleaning that off a tad more. There's a bit more residue on there that I didn't get last time, so I'm just gonna carefully wipe that away. Oh! Sorry. Okay, so we've interesting developments here. That is a little tiny bit of videotape on there, actually. So, wasn't a little bit of gunk, that was a little bit of videotape. Yeah, and there's... Yeah, I do slowly turn it like this and clean it when it's absolutely necessary. It's not really here, but sometimes when it's more convenient or I feel like I want to or need to do it, then I'll do it. Okay. But yeah, not much dirt came off at all, so I do believe we have a clean head. Let me just clean the top of it here. That caused us so much grief just a bit ago. Yeah, that's why I'm not a professional repair person. Yeah, just gonna try to not leave any Q-tip strands on here, and then I'm just gonna clean up the top of there. Okay, that was a little dirty. Okay, so now our head should be fully clean. So, awesome. I will spin that up a bit to let that dry. Since I... Oh, it's jammed. Don't jam. Yeah, don't jam. That's a bad idea. There we go. Don't eject. That's rude. You know what? Fine. Who cares? Just put it in the test tape. Okay. We should have an image right about now. I just want to let the head spin for a bit, get any excess liquid off of it. Okay. Now I think we're good. And now we're good, and now we can reassemble the VCR and test it out. So, yeah, I will just go and put this bar back on where it was. Turn off the VCR maybe. I will put the screws for it back in. I'm going to turn them counterclockwise until they set into place, and then you make them go forward, because when they set into place, they're falling into the original screw threads. If you just tighten it without setting it into the original threads, you could rethread the hole on accident and ruin the hole, or the screw, or both. So it's less likely to happen in metal, but you still want to be careful. Okay. Now bring this back down here. Let's see. Gotta be kind of careful because nope. Gotta be kind of careful because the VCR is plugged in and I'm not being very safe. VCR is plugged in and you know, I'm just fishing around in here with my bare hands. Oh joy, that's right on the side of another board. Okay, got it. Ah. Oh man. Stay in. There we go. Come on. Almost in. Almost up. There. Perfect. Now I just have this problem here. Oh, it seems those are on hinges. Oh, so I didn't need to undo those. Nice. Anyway, so now I just need to fasten these screws back in. Where's my small screwdriver? Did I leave it in here? Yes. I dropped it right next to the power supply, where exactly where you should drop a metal object. I'm kind of curious what this power supply is outputting. You can kind of get ideas for that sometimes from the caps. Whoa, it's an interesting looking square package. There's an interesting looking square package full bridge rectifier in there that has like the legs poking out from the bottom. It looks really weird. I'll see about showing that in just a bit. I get all these. When I get these two screws back in. Okay. So, excuse me. So I'll show that here. This interesting component right here. This square package, full bridge rectifier with the leads coming out of the bottom of it. That's interesting. Okay. Come on. There. So yeah, now I just need to put the cover back on and then we'll be good. So I'll unplug the RCA cables for now. Going to get our nice thick metal cover on. Like the metal on this is pretty thick, pretty nice. Like, see about zooming in on that. Pretty thick metal on here. So yeah, I will put that back on the VCR now. So, bam. just get put that back on, slide it forward, slide it up the back, get it on the hooks in the back. Make sure it's properly on the side rails, which it isn't. So, get down here. It might be wise to, you know, unplug the thing before doing something like this, but who cares? Okay. There we go. Now it's slid forward and still not properly in place on the sides. This thing is quite frustrating to put on. Unplug this so I can move it around more freely. Thank goodness I didn't set the time on it. Okay, what's the deal with it not being on the side rails? How do these work? Cannot tell from that angle. So I think I'll have to go from this angle. Okay. How do these work? They don't. They don't exist. That's how. You just put the screws in and then it fits on properly. So, nice. Wasted a little bit of time there. Okay, get that properly in with the rest of these. Perfect. It's all back in there. So I will go and I'll put the screw in the back first. Yeah, this is a very nice VCR. I like it a lot. Bought it from the thrift store and it just worked. It's pretty rare for old VCRs like this. Okay. So now, in theory, I just tighten the screws down, and that will tighten the sides down. It'll be fine. I feel like that's not how it should be, though. I don't know what that was. That was disconcerting. No, it seems to be how it's supposed to be. There isn't like any kind of rail or anything, so yeah, I guess it's just how it is. That's kind of weird. Just like that. Okay. I think this might be the wrong... Oh, whoops. I think this might be the wrong screw for here because I can feel it kind of going through the plastic there, so... Come on. Go back in properly. There we go. That one feels a lot better to put in. Okay, yeah. And yep, that tightened up the side of the casing perfectly fine, so... what? Why is it falling? Why? There. Now it shouldn't fall. I guess this other side is for here. The door on the front is very nice. There we go. Okay, get that in. Oh, that's going at a weird angle. I don't like that. Try to make it go in at less of a weird angle. There we go. That's actually decently normal. Okay. That nice and tightened up. And then there. Okay, there. And now we have the VCR fully reassembled and all nice. So, yeah, let's plug it back in and test it and see if we did anything to its performance. So, TV is back on, VCR plugged back in. I'm just going to make it stop flashing here. So yeah, I will plug the composite cables back in. Get the video, the audio. Perfect. Okay. So now power the VCR up. We got our static. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna put a tape in, see how we're doing. What? Oh. That's about the best I can get it. So, oh well. It is better than before, at least, though. So, that's good. With SLP here. It does not seem to indicate whether it's SP, LP, or SLP, but yeah, this thing could record at either SP or SLP. There's no LP here. So I'm just gonna put the other tape in, see how that fares. There. It was originally not wanting to work, but now I've like played a tape in it, it's fine. It was just not cooperating for a bit, but now it's good. Ooh. Oh wow, that's good. That's good. About right there. Okay. Yeah, this still works good. That is such a cool feature. Just instant fast forward and rewind. Like, man. Instant. Rewinding takes just a tad longer. But, like, otherwise it's good. Awesome. Eject. Be confused no more. And now I'm curious where this will do, what this will do with this tracking position here. There we go. Now it's running. Having slight issues with the vertical hold. Or maybe vertical positioning, I'm not sure. And the tracking at the bottom being real bad, so that being about the best I can get it, so yeah. Yeah, there we go. So, bam. we have officially gotten this VCR good and working again. It's only a little bit better with SLP. I think it's just not really liking SLP. Or maybe it's fine with it and it just doesn't like the SLP that was recorded on a different VCR. But yeah, it's working good, especially with regular SP tapes. So yeah, there we go. It is now 4:10 a.m. So yeah, I guess I will be going to sleep unless I decide to work on another VCR, which is most likely. I really want to get that that Toshiba TV VCR combo unit going again with my tape out of it. But that is a big adventure, and I'm not quite sure if I'm ready to do that, especially at this time. Yeah, I don't know. And the Hitachi portable VCR has developed a couple problems as well, which is also a large adventure, which I'm not sure I'm willing to take up right now. So yeah, and it's the 22nd, so my Magnavox isn't showing up yet, and that's an even larger adventure because that one hasn't been repaired at all. From what I've seen from other VCRs like that, it should fast forward and rewind fine, just won't play. It should only be a few bells, hopefully. So yeah. So basically, Zenith VCR. Going back. Going back in my collection. Good and working at least better. So yeah, there we go. I don't know how to end this. I'm really tired. So yeah, I'm just gonna bring all this stuff back in my room and go to sleep. Thank you guys for watching. Tell me what you thought of the new camera style. With this camera over here, me showing most of the video with that. If you don't like it, I can change it. Just give me some, what's the word? Constructive criticism. Give me some constructive criticism on the camera and on my audio and whatever else. My VCR repair skills, I don't care. Give me any kind of constructive criticism and I will probably listen. So yeah, thank you and good night, or more good morning.